Attention on deck. Please rise for our invocation.
I invite you to pray. Gracious God, we thank you for this opportunity to stop and acknowledge the accomplishments of these graduates. These sailors have proven that they can be responsible by being committed to themselves and by being committed to others. They have shown great perseverance and ambition. May they find happiness in their power to achieve excellence in all that they do. We know that none of this would have been possible without their knowledgeable and dedicated instructors, their diligent and committed SLPOs and A-School staff, or without the guidance and support of their family and friends. Bless these graduates as they move on from one challenge to another. Be with us now. This is our prayer. Amen.
Please be seated. Commander Bryant, chaplain, staff, family and friends, and most importantly, graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for Machinist Mate Class 2330 Alpha and Electronics Technician Class 2320 Tango. Today is a special day for these sailors as it marks the completion of long weeks of hard work, and I am pleased that we are here to recognize the efforts and achievements of these young men and women. Our guest speaker today is from Bozeman, Montana, and joined the Navy in June 2014. After completing recruit training in Great Lakes, Illinois, he attended Nuclear Field A School, Power School, and then Prototype here in Charleston, South Carolina. Upon completing training, he was stationed aboard the USS Henry N. Jackson, a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine stationed in Bangor, Washington. During his time on board, he supported multiple strategic deterrent patrols and operational reactor safeguards examinations, 2 tests of the ballistic launch capabilities, and earned the Red E, the best for engineering department, in the squadron 3 years in a row. After 2 years on board, he was made the leading petty officer of Electrical Division, coordinating maintenance and upkeep for the electrical distribution and control systems for the nuclear reactor and submarine. In August of 2020, he reported here to Naval Nuclear Power Training Command, where he was assigned as an instructor for digital microprocessors, teaching 11 classes before being transferred to be section leading petty officer for electronics technician, where he continues to mentor and train the future reactor operators of the fleet. It is my pleasure to introduce Electrician's Mate, First Class, Submarines Qualified, Eric Steingruber.
Morning, Commander Bryant, chaplain, family, friends, and graduates. I'd like to focus on 2 aspects during today's graduation. Firstly, parents, families, friends, and mentors. Thank you for joining us today or watching the footage of your loved ones online. My mother always told me when I was younger that you'll never love someone as much as you'll love your own child. As a father too, at this point, I can say furthermore, my mother was correct. So on this day of achievement for your younger sailors, I would like to thank you as your loved ones for the time, effort, and development you put into them. I strongly believe that children are a reflection of their parents, and your children have performed admirably. Moving forward in their careers, they will face challenges and need your support and guidance just as much as they ever have. Moving on to the graduates. I'd like to start off by repeating some words that you as participants in the program hopefully already know. We as the Nuclear Navy have an unmatched record of safety, reliability, and sustained operational readiness. We've achieved and we sustain this record by ensuring that our reactor plants and our engine rooms are staffed around the clock, every day of the year, 24/7, in port and at sea, with the most competent and the most trustworthy operators. Other countries are now developing their programs modeled after what you've done here to protect their country's interests and freedoms moving forward, which speaks volumes about the renown associated with what you are now a part of. Community and career you're moving into is arguably the most important of any throughout the armed forces. While other branches are not deployed during times of peace, you'll be defending freedom through strategic deterrence, defense in depth, and forward presence. Very few people appreciate the engine in their car until it does not work. They depend upon it daily and give it little to no thought. That is similar to your role moving forward. You will need to be ever reliable and vigilant, or we will lose our footing as the dominant force in the oceans. Throughout this ever-present responsibility, you will not receive the appreciation or gratitude that you deserve. At times you may question the importance of your jobs to the arduous grind that it can become. During that time, I hope you reflect on the gravity of what providing safe, reliable nuclear power has done for the United States and its safety. This graduation is a rare opportunity for us to all reflect on this, and it's a chance for us to recognize the tireless efforts that you have put forward while thanking you for the safety you will provide us throughout the future of your careers. Graduates, thank you for the commitment you are undertaking, and I wish you all fair winds and following seas. Military members, attention. Graduating students, I will now promote you to the rank of third-class petty officer. To all who shall see these presents, greetings.
Greetings!
Know ye that by the authority vested in me, and reposing special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of these sailors, I do hereby appoint you to the rank of third-class petty officer in the United States Navy. As such, from this 14th day of July, 2022-23, your appointment as a petty officer in the United States Navy makes you heir to a long and proud tradition of naval leadership. By accepting this appointment, you are charged with demonstrating those standards of performance, moral courage, and dedication to the Navy and the nation, with which you will serve as an example to your fellow Navy men and women. Your desire to excel and to guide others must be boundless. Your appearance must be a model for others, and your performance must be a continual reflection of your sincerity, attention to duty, and moral responsibility. By exhibiting unfailing trust and obedience towards superiors, cooperation and loyalty to your peers, understanding and strength to your subordinates, you'll contribute greatly to the effectiveness and good name of the United States Navy. Family and friends, please join me in a round of applause for the Navy's newest third-class petty officer. Please be seated.
Each of these sailors has earned their new title. There are those, however, who stand out from the rest, as evidenced by having the highest grade point average among their classmates. The instructors, advisors, and classmates recognize them for their achievements in the classroom, and we call these sailors our honored graduates. Today's honored graduates are Machinist Mate, 3rd Class, Ezekiel Bentley. And Electronics Technician, 3rd Class, Ryan Phipps. Honor graduates, front and center.
Left, face!
The Honor Graduate Award will be presented by Commander Bryant and Chief Donovan Asatola. Military personnel, attention to honors. From Commanding Officer, Naval Nuclear Power Training Command to Machinist Mate, 3rd Class, Ezekiel Bentley, and Electronics Technician, 3rd Class, Ryan Phipps. Congratulations for achieving the highest grade point average among all graduates at your class in Nuclear Field A School, Charleston. Your standing reflects your personal motivation, academic excellence, and dedication to duty. Your outstanding performance serves as a superb example to your shipmates and is in keeping with the highest traditions of the United States Naval Service. Best wishes, signed, J.D. Anderson, Captain, United States Navy. Left, please. Military personnel, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Section Leading Petty Officer for Machinist Mate Class 2330 Alpha, Chief Machinist Mate Service Warfare Qualified, Daniel Schmidt.
I don't know why I get nervous every time I come up here on stage, because I talk to these guys every day, but I always get nervous, so let's give it our best, right? So thank you, Petty Officer Wagner. Good morning, Commander Bryant, Chaplain, fellow staff, graduates, and especially the family and friends that are here today, and those of you that will watch it later on YouTube. So without your love and support, none of these fine sailors would be sitting here today as newly promoted third-class petty officers. So guys, make sure you thank your families, all right? I think that message is going to continue throughout. So you did it. You made it through the first of 3 parts of the most academically challenging program, not only in the Navy, but in the entire Department of Defense. Never forget that you're part of something way bigger than just yourselves, though. You're one step closer to being part of a 70-year legacy of flawless nuclear power plant operations. Be very proud of that. All right, so I do this thing, and I have a quote with these guys, and they'll appreciate it, and I want to explain it to you also, family. Be the bison. The American bison is the official mammal of the United States, or better known as the buffalo. It's often used throughout North America on official seals, flags, and logos. And in the Native American community, the bison is revered and often considered sacred. One of the most fascinating characteristics of the bison is how they react when a storm is coming. While cows, their close relatives, huddle together, the bison take the storm head-on, traveling directly into its path. This symbolism of the majestic bison heading directly into the storm is very fitting and an interesting reminder of how to confront life's obstacles. We all know that the worst thing we can do when confronted with a major challenge in life is to run from it. Don't run, don't avoid it, don't hope it goes away, take it head on. I think this message is very fitting for a career in the United States Navy for two reasons. The first is that as humans we tend to procrastinate, and the fear of the big upcoming tasks get more and more daunting in our head. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. The second reason has more to do with the fact that we are United States Navy sailors who have sworn to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The Sailor's Creed says it perfectly. I represent the fighting spirit of the Navy and those who have gone before me to defend freedom and democracy around the world. I don't think a quote embodies that fighting spirit more than the words spoken by the Revolutionary War hero and the father of the American Navy, John Paul Jones. The quote is as follows: "I wish to have no connection with any ship that does not sail fast, for I intend to go in harm's way." So shipmates, with that being said, keep your head on a swivel, your eye on a shipmate, and be ready for the fight when the day comes. It is my pleasure to now introduce Class 2330 Alpha.
Left. Face.
Machinist Mate 3rd Class Xavier Babbitt. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Dean Biggs. Class 2330 Class Leader, Machinist Mate 3rd Class Aiden Flanagan. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Leonard Garcia. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Xander Geller. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Michael Jarmsadud. Class 2330's Assistant Class Leader, Machinist Mate 3rd Class Joel Lopez. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Brendan McLaughlin. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Anthony Plunkett. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Nicholas Smothers. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Evan Williams. The following sailors are graduating with distinction with a GPA of 3.40 to 3.59. Machinist Mate 3rd Class, Class Master at Arms, Machinist Mate 3rd Class Jason Dixon. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Carson McNutt. Machinist Mate 3rd Class James Mendez. The following sailors are graduating with honors, a GPA above 3.60. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Ezekiel Bentley. Machinist Mate 3rd Class Nicholas Mendez. And last but not least, Machinist Mate 3rd Class Isaiah Ralph.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the Section Leading Petty Officer for Electronics Technician Class 2320 Tango, Electronics Technician, First Class, Submarines Qualified, Jaron Green.
Good morning, Commander Brian, Chaplain, supporting families, and of course, our hardworking graduates. Most of these speeches begin with me bragging to your families about how academically difficult this program is, but you know me too well, and so naturally I'm going to give you a leadership quote that describes this class. Servant leadership is all about making goals clear, and then rolling your sleeves up and doing whatever it takes to help people win. In that situation, they don't work for you, you work for them. 2320 Tango, you put me to work, some of you more than others. Yet you deserve the most sincere thank you from me. The ups and downs, the stern talking to, the obstacles we overcame, the most random situations that you put me through, it all made me a better leader. So if there are any final words of wisdom I leave to you, it's this. I've given you every tool to develop the ability to lead. It was up to you to have the will. Never stop caring about your shipmates. Never stop caring about your people. As a leader, which you will all be in a short time on your ships and boats, you're no one without the support of your subordinates. While upholding the highest standard yourself, ensure your own leadership is equally setting the standard. Don't be afraid to step up. Keep a positive mindset, and you will be capable of accomplishing anything you set your mind to. I look forward to seeing how far your careers will go, whether it be 6 or 20 years. And lastly, remember, be excellent to each other. Now presenting class 2320 Tango.
Left. Base.
Electronics technician, 3rd class, Daniel Betancourt. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Kyle Cagle. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Zaire Charles. Electronics technician, 3rd class, John Copus. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Riley Krisman. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Evan Daly. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Tyson Dellinger. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Dominic Hernandez. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Jesse Langford. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Kenneth Martin. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Colin Marvin. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Seth Wooten. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Emma Jimenez. The following sailors are graduating with distinction. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Aiden Clark. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Philip North. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Ryan Phipps. Electronics technician, 3rd class, Darren Tate.
Each of these sailors exerted a great deal of personal drive, overcame obstacles, and made individual sacrifices to make it here today. Still, there are those that, by the manner in which they have completed this training, have inspired others. What sets these sailors aside from their peers is the consistency in their efforts, their refusal to quit, and the examples they have set. They demonstrated the qualities most treasured to the Navy, those of honor, courage, and commitment. These sailors are the recipients of the Commanding Officer's Personal Excellence Award. Today's recipients are, when I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Machinist Mate, 3rd class, Aiden Flanagan. electronics technician, 3rd class, Tyson Dellinger. Awardees front and center. The Personal Excellence Award will be presented by Commander Bryant and Senior Chief Matthew Charlton. Military personnel, attention to honors. From Commanding Officer, Naval Nuclear Power Training Command, Senior Chief Mate 3rd Class Aiden Flanagan, and Electronics Technician 3rd Class Tyson Dellinger. The Personal Excellence Award is awarded to the student in each class who has exhibited the greatest degree of professionalism. This student stands apart by virtue of hard work, personal dedication, and a demonstrated desire to succeed. Your impressive dedication to duty, exceptional academic efforts, and perseverance in the face of adversity have made you an outstanding example for your shipmates to emulate and warrants your selection today as a recipient of the Commanding Officer's Personal Excellence Award. Congratulations and well done. Signed, J.D. Anderson, Captain, United States Navy. Left face. Carry on. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Director of Nuclear Fuel Day School's Mechanical Department, Commander Bryant.
Good morning and welcome to Charleston. Looks like we're going to have a typical July in Charleston. Hopefully you're able to get out and see some things this weekend. We appreciate all of you being here. Fridays are very special here in Nuclear Fuel Day School as we get to celebrate the graduation of multiple sailors through multiple programs and the academically challenging program that we are here at Nuclear Fuel Day School. First, I'd like to thank the friends and family that are able to have made it here in person and those that are going to be able to watch online. Your continued support moving forward will be instrumental in the success of the sailors that are here. Look forward to seeing all of you at graduation in the upcoming time. Thanks to the staff that are here. It's not lost on any of us here that this doesn't happen without everybody in the room and those that are in the classrooms right now. You're building the foundation of the success of these sailors, and we appreciate it. Last but definitely not least, congratulations to the graduates. Commitment in the face of adversity, perseverance, overcoming difficult situations. This is often referred to as grit. Grit shown here to get the point, the grit you have shown to get to this point will do you well in the fleet and going forward. Remember what we discussed about mental toughness and apply those lessons throughout your career. When you find yourself in a challenging situation, you're not quite sure what to do, adhering to the values and principles we've discussed will always lead you down the correct path and help you to make the right decisions in the face of adversity. Once again, we're proud of your accomplishments. I look forward to tracking your progress next door in Power School, down the street, or in New York at Prototype, and out into the fleet. Thank you.
Please rise for our benediction.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we ask for your blessings on this graduating class. Thank you for the new insights and knowledge they have gained. Grant each graduate wisdom to apply themselves to the challenges that lie ahead. May they rise to every occasion to lead with honor and professionalism. As we close here today, I ask that you bless all those here in attendance. Bless this command, our Navy, and this great nation. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
This concludes today's graduation ceremony. Graduates, congratulations and well done. Military personnel, carry on.